Hey, it's Lindsay from Buy Sell Love Durham. Pretty excited about today's video. We're talking today about 5 hacks on winning in a bidding war as a buyer. Before we jump into that, if you like the content of these videos, give me a thumbs up, click the subscribe button so you don't miss any. And I will share with you this. The information that I'm delivering on these videos comes from being a real estate agent and having feet on the ground doing this day after day for 39 years. So you can rest assured that the content is proven on a daily basis. So let's just jump straight into the content. 5 hacks on how you win a bidding war. This isn't going to be guarantee you're going to win it, but it's going to hedge your bets to be able to be the offer that the seller chooses. Number 1 is timing. If an listing agent says we're reviewing offers at 6 o'clock on Monday, have your agent, your buyer's agent, let the listing agent know in the morning that you're bringing an offer, but don't deliver the offer until just before presentation time. And the reason you do that is this: if there's no competing offers, your price is going to be different than if you're competing with 10 other offers. So that's the number 1. Number 2 is deposit. I've seen so many deals be lost over deposit. Recently, we had a property. I had one offer that had a $75,000 deposit. I had one offer that had a $10,000 deposit. Which one's stronger? The other thing too is deliver the check of the deposit as well. So to have your agent take a photograph of the check and submit that with the offer so that the seller knows that if you're the offer that they choose to go with, they're getting to deposit that day. The next item would be price. 2 things on price. Know the top price that you're going in at so you don't get emotional and overspend. And the other thing too is do an odd number. So if let's say you want to submit 850,000, do 852 or 853. And the reason you do that is I can't begin to tell you how many times we have exactly the same offers, same price, only if one of them is 850 and one of them is 853, the seller will jump at the 853 because it's easy. So don't do a round number, do an unusual number. And 4th hack would be conditions. A firm offer is going to beat a conditional offer every time. However, if you've got to put a condition in, say on financing, make sure that you submit a pre-approval to, again, strengthen your offer. Sometimes I've seen where an offer will be higher conditionally than firm, and they jump with the conditional offer because they've got a pre-approval knowing that there's a good chance it's going to come together. And then the last thing would be you have to have a good relationship with the agent. We just sold a property. We were in an 8-way bidding war. We were representing the buyer. And we created a relationship with the agent, and the agent really felt like our buyers should buy the property. He worked really hard to help us. He didn't do anything unethical, but he just wanted his sellers, and he wanted my buyer to buy the property, which ended up happening. Now, 5 things you can do that pretty much will guarantee you will not buy a property in a bidding war. Number 1 is be available. Again, I can't begin to tell you how many times as a listing agent, I'll reach out to a buyer's agent if we've got multiple offers on a property, and the buyer's agent can't get a hold of the buyer. I mean, really, you submit an offer and then you disappear. I've had that happen so many times. So if you're a buyer, make yourself available. Number 2 is don't assume that you're going to get an opportunity to come back with a different price. Just think, if you're in a 10-way bidding war, whatever you offer may be your only chance, because sometimes the sellers will just take whatever the best offer is on the first go around. Number 3 is closing date. If the seller is asking for 60 days, don't offer 120 or don't offer 30. Have your agent call the listing agent and say, you just question like, is this flexible? But if it's not flexible, you have to offer what they're looking for because that's really going to help you out. Clauses and inclusions. Again, I've seen so many offers. I sold an apartment condo recently, and there was a clause in the contract that talked about the basement apartment. So a lot of times what we'll see kind of cut and paste offers. Just try to make it so that if you're submitting an offer, it's the cleanest offer you can possibly make it. And the last idea would be this: do not be aggressive with the agent. I've had situations in the past where as a listing agent, the buyer's agent will be really aggressive with me, and it's kind of like, you know what? You don't really want to deal with that agent, and you don't even want to pick the phone up and talk to them because they're so aggressive. So if you create a really nice relationship, even if you don't get the property, you never know. As an agent, you may be in front of that listing agent somewhere 6 months down the road. So you just want to leave it with a good feeling. You don't win every bidding war, but there are good ways you can actually hedge your bets on getting them. If you've got any questions, shoot me a comment in the comment section, or you can catch me on any of my social media platforms. Love to help you out. If you get caught up in a bidding war, or if you're considering buying a property. I'll talk to you next week.